What's up, my friend? So smart. Back to your screen right about now. All right, so let's get into the chat. No time to waste. There's something very, very important you have to listen to on this video because I know some people have heard the prophecy concerning Shiba Inu that is going to, spike up really, really high. I'm not disputing that fact. I'm not here to dispute that fact, but it will interest you to watch this video to the end because I'm going to be showing you some technicalities in the market, in the forex market, in the cryptocurrency market, and the market movement is in waves and it has to respect those waves. If you know what's technical is, and if you're a technical trader, it has to respect those levels and those waves. It has to respect those. But on this video, there is something very interesting that I want you to ponder on concerning Shiba Inu. Presently, I'm using the daily time frame to analyze this market, and let's go to the monthly time frame. I always like to do my analysis from the monthly time frame. The monthly perspective. I think it's kind of like clearer. It tells you where the market is likely to go to. All right, so we are presently on Shiba Inu monthly time frame. I'm going to show you something very interesting. I can see a double top on Shiba in your monthly time frame, but I know that some people will not really agree with me, but I'm going to show you something very important. All right, so look at this stuff right there. So I feel this is a top. Oh no. All right, so this is a top right there. This black box right about there is a top, and this is a top also. That's what I take it as. That's other black line there. But let me just walk you through on the weekly time frame, because the monthly time frame, the printing of the candles are not really spelled out that much. The weekly even explain is better, and I'm going to show you something very interesting on this market. All right, so look at it. So how I take double top, double bottom to be, we can see the first box I just pin right about here. It's very, very interesting and straightforward. I take it as the first, the first. That's the first right about there, the first head. All right, and this is the second. And this is the second part of the old double top. And if you're a technical trader, you can see this stuff right about here. You can see this level. Now it has turned to resistance. This is the neckline. This is the neckline. So we have broken the neckline. The same thing that happened to Bitcoin. I know on my channel I cultured Bitcoin long time ago. If you're not a follower of my channel, I think it will interest you to go. Let me just delete this stuff. Interest you to go watch that video, because I cultured Bitcoin more than 8 months ago, and till now Bitcoin has been tanking. When I mean tanking, it is going south. It's selling. That's what I mean right about. All right, so this has actually happened to Shiba Inu. And what happened? It came back to test the neckline, and let me just show you the test part that I'm talking about. So this is the the neckline. It came back again, test the neckline, and it's still selling massively. We are talking about weekly time frame right about here, and that candlestick pattern. I don't know why this thing is just disturbing me right about. Okay, so it tests this place. Let me go to the daily time frame so that you understand what I'm talking about. The daily time frame even makes it more better. Let me just don't mind me, because I'm using my phone to analyze this market, and I know that you're going to learn a lot from this video. Just stick with me on this so that I walk you through on all this, because it's going to interest you to follow me through on this video. All right, so I'm just kind of like bringing this stuff right about here. So these are where it tested. I don't know why this thing has a lot of glitch, but just okay. So look at where it tested, and I don't know why this thing is just having a lot of glitch, but it's fine. It's totally fine. The basic thing you have to learn from this video is just the knowledge wise. So on the daily time frame, you can see that Shiba Inu has been trading on the channel. I'm analyzing the market based on technicals, and technicals. I told you that I've cultured Bitcoin a long time, about more than 8 months ago, and Bitcoin has still been tanking. I'm going to leave those videos in the description of this video so that you just do well and check it out. Not that I'm just trying to coin out words from my mouth. Everything is uploaded on my YouTube channel, so it might interest you to subscribe so that if I drop awesome contents like this, you'll be the first to get notified so that you watch it and you make your own decisions yourself. Mind you, I'm just analyzing this market technically and I'm not a financial advisor in any way. Just watch this video, enjoy this video, because I know that you're gonna definitely not learn a lot from this and you have also learned. So just like the video and just watch through. All right, so with that out on the way, let me just look at this market. This market has been trading on the channel. As you can see, I've drawn my trend line here, this first one and the second trend line here. It has been trading within the channel. Definitely, we're not disputing that one. And that channel now, if you look at it keenly, it has been, it kind of like forming a inverse head and shoulder pattern. Let me just show you, this is the technical, but just stick with me because this is, the first one. That's how I take it, inverse head and shoulder. And this is, the second. All right. This is the first shoulder, this is the head, and this is the second shoulder. All these are shoulders because this is like forming like a resistance right about here. I don't know why this thing has a law of glitch, but I don't just understand. Maybe the devil is trying to work on this thing so that you don't get knowledge out of it. But definitely you're gonna learn what you want to learn. I'm just saying right. Okay, so we have the the head here, we have the first shoulder, we have the second. This is invert head and neck shoulder, and it has been trading within the channel. Normally, what was supposed to happen, the break, this resistance I drew, now it has turned to resistance. This resistance I drew, you're seeing it right about here. So this break now, let me show you the break. Look at this break now. And I told you that this thing, this big box here, it's going to go and test the neckline and it starts falling massively. It went to go test the neckline and start, but something about head and shoulder pattern. Head and shoulder, if you know something about head and shoulder pattern, immediately you break the neckline, it has to go and test that neckline and continue trading that. That's exactly what he has done on the monthly and the weekly time frame. Mind you, it interests you to know that we are using the daily time. We are right now on the daily time frame right now. So this thing has been forming in the inverse head and shoulder pattern. If this thing was to hold, break of this line, break of this neckline, break of this neckline right about here, and this is a test. You can see that you went to go and test that neckline again on the weekly time frame. Just follow me through on this video so that you understand what I'm talking about. If this thing was to hold on this daily time frame, what likely would have happened was the test of this breakout of this inverse head and shoulder pattern, the test of this, because you can see a retest here. How many daily candles also? This bullish daily candle, 1 2 3 4 5 6. You can see it right about here. You can see it yourself. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it was supposed to like tank upward, tank like buy, absolutely buy upward, but that didn't happen. And this invert head and shoulder pattern has already been broken because it has failed to go and create a new high. That's what you have to understand about technicalities. That's what you have to understand. These things are pretty simple right about here. It's pretty simple, but it's not everybody that kind of like understand all these things, because it's not everybody that look at all these things this way. So what will have happened is, let me just show you this. This one is supposed to go and make in higher high. I don't know what's wrong with this thing, I don't just know what's wrong with this. This thing is supposed to go and make a new higher high, but that didn't happen. This high right about here is supposed to go and make a new higher high, but that did not happen. and it came shy of the new higher high and start falling massively to the downside. And if you are test with me, if you trade trend line, if you understand trend line, trend line touch this head I talked about, this inverse shoulder head and pattern I talked about. It touched this place, trend line, the third trend line now. The 10 touch now is very, very important. If you're a technical trader, the 10 touch is very, very important, and it broke through massively with a daily candle close. What is it trying to do? If you somebody that trade, technically, you are test with me that trend line break and retest. That's exactly what it's trying to fulfill. So what you have to do right now, just hold on. I'm not trying like using this video to dispute that Shiba Inu is going to spike up, is going to buy, because that's the news everywhere, and if you're somebody that wants to hear that news, let me just give you a probability, because the market is all about probability. Nobody's going to know what is going to happen as we all predict the market using our technical tools. You know what I'm saying? I'm favoring the downside 95%. That's why I'm favoring the downside, because trend line break, we're talking about trend line break, and this is a daily time frame, massive trend line break, and retest of that trend line. If you see any bearish 4 hours candle, you should be selling this market. I sold Bitcoin. I've talked about Bitcoin a long time ago, calling short Bitcoin to 17K. And presently, Bitcoin, as I'm making this video, Bitcoin is trading about 20,000 or so. But I know that on the long run, definitely is going to tank. It definitely has to tank. But let me show you something very, very interesting right about now. Let's go to the 4 hours time, because that's my entry time frame, and that's what I use to enter this market. All right, so this is the part I was talking about. It failed to make a new high. This one now is supposed to make a new high, but it failed to make a new high. So this part, oh my god, this thing is having a lot of glitch. I don't know what's wrong with this thing, but just stick with me on this video. I don't just understand. Oh my god, like, listen. Okay, so this is the eye I'm talking about. So this is the neckline that you're going to go and test, and it start falling. Presently we are bearish right now. So what I was trying to do is trying to test this neckline. You can see that this resistance I drew, it has started reacting to it. This is 4 hours we are talking about. It has started reacting. So don't watch out on this. If you're somebody that there is a trader, if you want to trade this stuff, just watch out on this and be careful buying Shiba Inu. I'm not trying to give you a financial advice, but just be careful buying Shiba Inu, because this market can just test this place right about this resistance, or come and test this trend line and start selling massively. That's exactly what it's trying to do. Test of the trend line, because it failed to create a new high. Test of the trend line, and is going to sell massively. And this counter trend line I drew is very, very important. Anytime that you see a 4 hours bearish candle close on this trend line I drew, massive break of the trend line, just agree with me that this market is going to sell up to next level target. Let me show you the next level target, because I told you that I'm favoring the downside 95%. Let me show you the next level target. Next level target of this market is right about this bar. That's the next level target. Right about this bar right there. This bad boy right there. This red line I drew. That's the next level target right there. So just, watch out in buying Shiba Inu. And if you are test with me, this thing has created a double top. Some people will not take it as a double top, but I'll gladly take it as a ball. This is 4 hours. This is the first top, and this is the second top right about here. And definitely trading, below it. So I'm smart. This is what I do on this channel. Now I advise people concerning all these things. Mind you, this is not a financial advice. Do your own personal research and, trade the market. And if you want to be part of the family, because I do these things, and I'm right 8 times, I'm not right 2 times. Market is probability, so I'm kind of like right 8 out of 10 times. So just, if you want to be part of the channel, do well to subscribe and like this video, and spread this video to other people also. I'm definitely going to see you on the next one. If you have a comment or if you have any thing that you want to talk about concerning Shiba Inu, you can just drop it on the comment section below. I will do well to see to it, and I'm definitely going to see you on the next one. Peace out.